Okay. Uh, so what I have did is that I have created three instances, that is master, Ansible master, and two slaves. So we have updated all the three machines. Okay. Now we are going to install software properties common in master. Okay. Looks like the machines are unresponsive. Let me connect again to the machine. Then go to master, connect, connect to the master. So initially we need we have work only with the master. So let us keep only master with us. Okay, now I'm going to install software properties common. It is asking for the confirmation. I will give yes. So we are doing it again today so that you guys will get familiarized in installation. Okay. So after that, I'm going to add Ansible repository. So this is a command to add the Ansible repository. Hit enter. So it will get added. So it is getting added. So it is updating the repository. It's done. Now we are going to install Ansible. Okay. Installing Ansible. It is asking for confirmation. I will give yes. So it is installing the Ansible packages. So what else it is doing? It is preparing initially, and then it is unpacking, and then it's selecting, and then it's installing. Okay, as I told already, since Ansible it is written in Python, so Python is very much needed. So it is trying to install Python 3. At the same time, Python is even needed in the slave nodes as well. We no need to install Ansible in the slave node. In slave node, we should install only Python. But once you update the system in case of Ubuntu, so already the Python is already installed, so you no need to worry about Python installation in Ubuntu. Okay, and then now let us see the version. Sudo Ansible hyphen version. This is the latest version. Okay, now what I will do is let me generate a SSH key. SSH hyphen keygen. Okay, I'm in the master. I'm going to generate the SSH keys. So it is asking where the file should be saved. So everything I'm going to give enter, so that it is going to take the default values. Okay, already on the SSH key got generated. I'm going to .ssh directory. Then if you give ll, I can see the public key. So cat id underscore rsa dot pub. So this is a public key. So before that, let's connect to the slave nodes as well. Slave one and to connect, and then I'm going to connect to slave 2. Slave 2 also I'm going to connect. Okay, so I'm in slave 1, this is slave 1, and this is slave 2. You can see the difference. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this SSH key to make a passwordless authentication between master and slave nodes. Here I will go to cd.ssh and then vi authorize underscore keys. And I will go to last line. So this complete key is like one line. So even if you give shift G also, it's not possible to go. So this is the only way to go to the end of the line. And then I'm pressing I, giving enter. And then I'm going to right click and paste. So the key got pasted. I'm going to write and quit. Now I will go to slave code. In slave 2, I will go to sh directory and then vi authorized underscore host. Again, here I will go to end of the line simply by continuously pressing the right arrow. Okay, and then I will press I, do enter, right click, paste. We will write and quit. Got it? Now let us check whether we are able to connect to both the slaves without asking for password. So Ubuntu, so the command is ssh Ubuntu username and then IP address. Let us go to the AWS console. For slave 1, let us copy the IP address and paste here. Paste. Do enter. So it is asking for whether you want to offshore, you want to SSH to the server, are you okay? So it is asking for the your permission, give yes, and then see automatically it jumped. So previously we were in this particular IP 1211, now it's 7235. So slave 1 is 7235, right? So we are able to do passwordless authentication between master and slave 1. Let us now check it for slave 2. Again, IP address, I will go to AWS console. Let us copy this IP address and paste here. This is for slave 2. Again, it will ask fingerprint. It is working. So for slave 2, 0237, that is slave 2, right? So we were able to do as such passwordless authentication. Exit. Only first time it will ask for all kind of fingerprint. Second time, if you do, instantly it will actually switch the server. It will do as such. Okay. I'm going to exit from there. Now I'm in master node. Now what are the things? What are the other things I should do? Let us see the document. We have did all the steps and then we have copied as such files. Now we are going to add the inventory file. Okay. So what I will do means from here only I will edit and then directly I will try to copy that. What is IP address? Both IP address. So let's pick up from here. Slave 1 IP address is 151. So for slave 2, public IP is ends with 252. Okay, I will call it as server 2, or else let us name it in such a fashion as slave 1, slave 2, and we can name this as not production prod. Okay, maybe we can make the changes there. Let me copy. I will go to the master node, sudo vi /etc/ansible host. This is the inventory file for Ansible. I should go to the end of the file, so I will give shift G. Okay, then I will press I so that I will go to insert mode in VI editor and then I will paste. So after this, what I will do, since this production is looking a big name, I will make it as PRD. Got it? So I have given the entry slave 1 should be Ansible underscore host. This should be slave 1 and slave 2 should be, this is the IP. Got it? If you want, we can validate once. Slave 2 252, slave 1 151. Got it? So this is looking good. Let us save and quit the file. Now we need to check the connectivity. So what is the command? Ansible and then the group name. Let us give the group host group name as prod. That is what we have given. And then -m and module name is ping. So we are trying to ping both the servers. Let us see what is happening. So It is saying ping equal to pong, meaning is that your installation of Ansible is completed. So Ansible master is able to communicate with both of the slaves. So you can even check it individually. We have given the name as slave 1, right? Slave 1 is able to ping, or else you can at the same time you can check it for slave 2. So all of the actions are working. So as a group as a whole, it is working. For individual servers as well, it is working. So inventory file is also looking good. So what is the next command? There is a command to check the inventory file. So Ansible hyphen inventory hyphen list hyphen y. Let's try to uh, type the command Ansible hyphen list y. So it is giving the complete inventory. So it is saying under host. So this host group name prod. Under that it is saying slave 1 this IP address, slave 2 this is IP address. So we are good now. So what I will do is first I will clear the screen and then I will create a directory called Ansible. So so it is not necessary that you should create a directory called Ansible and then only you should start write a playbook, just for my convenience, so that all my playbook will be under one single directory. It will be easy for me to access. That is why I'm creating. Okay, Ansible cd Ansible. Now we are inside the Ansible directory. I'm going to create my first playbook. Okay, so I'm going to say what I will give command playbook command dot YML. Usually, so already I have explained you. So Linux, for Linux, in case of any Linux machine, it does not mind about the file extension. In case of Windows, if you give the file extension, it can identify from the file extension what kind of file it is, right? If it is an Excel file, we will give a certain kind of extension. If it's a Word file, we will give certain kind of extension. For test file, we will give certain kind of extension. With that extension, the Windows, actually the operating system, it can find out what kind of file it is. Here in Linux, it is like it does not works like that. We are giving the file extension just for our sake. Okay, so whenever you see a file extension called .yml, then you can understand this is a Ansible file. Got it? It's a playbook. So our first playbook, what we are going to do is we are going to execute certain command in the remote host and we are going to check it out. Okay, so I'm creating a file called command.yml. So I'm entering the file. Initially I will give I, and then I told you always the Ansible playbook start with 3 hyphens. After that, here comes the intention. What you should do means initially you should give a gap, and then you should give an hyphen, and then you should give a space, and then you can start the playbook. So I will give the initial details which the file like the playbook needs. I will say host. Host means I'm saying on like the instruction which I'm going to give in this playbook, it should be executed in which servers. So I'm going to say it should be executed in prod group. So in prod group, we have both servers, slave 1 and slave 2. So I'm saying this should be executed in both the slaves. And then I'm saying become. Become, I'm saying true. What is become meaning true? It's actually I'm saying the Ansible to become as a root. Okay, meaning is that whatever you are executing, execute with sudo privilege. Got it? And then I'm giving the name. I'm saying my first playbook. This is the name I'm giving for this playbook. And then let us start the task. Okay. Under the task, initially you should give the name. So this is a task. So under the task, every task will be having a name. So name, I'm saying executing host name command in slave node. Got it? So just to look better, I'm putting the initial letter in caps, and then to execute any command, already we have seen in our doc commands, there is a module called command module. Got it? So I'm going to use the command module command, and then what is the command name? Host name hyphen I. This is a command used to execute. Okay, host name. See, if you give this command in slave node, host name hyphen I, it will show the IP address. This is the IP address, right? That is what it is showing. And then I'm going to end this playbook by giving triple dot. So what else we have did? So initially we started with three hyphens, and then we have followed the indentation. We have given the host. We have told that under this production group, all the servers, this particular action need to be executed, and then we are saying become equal to two name. We have given the playbook name as my first playbook, and then we jumped into task. Under the task, we have only one task, like we are going to execute this command. Okay, A1 execute. Now can see this playbook is created. So before running the playbook, it is always good to check the syntax of the playbook. So I will say Ansible hyphen playbook, and then give the playbook name, and then I'm saying hyphen syntax hyphen check. Give enter. It should not give any error. It should come like this without any error. Then it is you can understand that it is not having any error. Let us give an example. What I will do is I will try to add some vague characters here, and I will show you how you will get an error. I am saying under other than name, I am saying something called uname, and I will try to again stick for syntax. So now it is giving a syntax error. It is saying error uname is not a valid attribute for a play. So I have told you inside the playbook we have multiple plays, right? We can write multiple plays. So here, even though this completely it is called as playbook, under this is called as a play. So it is saying error uname is uname. We have given uname. It is initially saying error, and then it is specifying uname is not a valid attribute for a play. So it is saying it is not a valid attribute, and then it's saying the error appears to be in which place command.yaml. This is a file, this is a playbook we have created, right? Command.yaml, and it is giving the line number also, line 2 and column number 4. So this is column number 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So it is saying column number 4, but maybe elsewhere in the file, depending on the exact syntax problem, the offending line appears to be, and it is showing this is the place I'm getting the error. It is saying at the same time it is saying I have identified this is a place I'm getting the error, but error may be in some other place as well. So it is leaving to you. You can also it is giving to you. You can also find maybe it may be other place as well, but according to me it is here. Okay. Now again I will go to the commands playbook. I will try to take this. Now I will try the syntax check. See, you're not getting any error, right? Now, to run a playbook, command is Ansible hyphen playbook command and then playbook name. This is how you should run a playbook. After completing a playbook, you should give Ansible hyphen playbook and the playbook name and hit enter. So initially it is saying play one. This is the first play, no? So it's saying play my first playbook. This is the name we have given, right? And then it is saying task. We have gathering facts. So under task, they have gathering fact. They have like Ansible has gathered fact for two servers. We are going to execute, that is slave 2 and slave 1. And then it is saying task executing hostname command in slave node. This is the actually this we have given, right? So it is saying this is what you are going to execute, and then it is saying in slave 1 changed, slave 2 changed, and then in play recap, like you are getting a complete kind of complete amalgamated output you are getting for first initially you are getting for slave 1 and then second for slave 2. So slave 1 it is getting, you are saying okay to changed 1, unreachable means 0, failed means 0, skipped 0, rescued 0, ignored 0, and then for slave 2 also you are getting this output usually. So whenever like after you get into the job, yeah, this is how the like Ansible console output will be looking like. Sometimes Ansible will be integrated with Jenkins most of the time for deployment purpose. So once you check the Jenkins output, console output, you can see the output like this. Normal, am I right? You might have seen output. This is called as Ansible console output. So most of the output in the Jenkins will be looking like this only. So now you understood the importance of Ansible, right? So completely whatever is there in the Jenkins, the deployment part will be taken care by Ansible only. So as a DevOps engineer, you should see this part initially. So if at all anything goes wrong, it will change it equal to zero, or else it will change it will you will see the difference. And the same time here it will show failed equal to 0 means it will show failed equal to 1. Now we have only one task, so it is saying totally only one thing and failed is 0. If at all if we have given 5 tasks and 4 has passed, 1 has failed means it will take failed equal to 1. And anything if it is not able to execute and Ansible is skipping that, in that case you will say how many things it has skipped, and rescued how many things it has rescued, or how many things it has been, how many tasks it has been ignored. Okay, based on this, when you are getting this error, this console last part of the error, based on this you should scroll up in your error log and you should specify where exactly this error happened. Got it? This is how you should check the Ansible control. Like actually, you should check the Ansible console output. Got it? So now what this particular playbook, we have run this playbook to check the host name of the two slaves, but in the output we could not see the host name, right? Simply the Ansible playbook has run successfully, but we were not able to get the output. So to get the output, what we can do is we will use a module called debug, and then we will capture the output from the Ansible output, and then we will ask the Ansible to display in the result. Okay, display in the output. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to create a new file called command underscore output. Okay, and then dot yml. So in the same way, I'm going to start with three hyphens and then a space hyphen host. So host name is going to be prod. We are taking the complete group and then become as a master. So that is as a root. Yes, and the name in getting command output in Ansible console. Let let me put the first letter in a caps so that it will be displaying in a better manner. And then task. Under task, we should give the first task. Okay. So here as well, we should give a gap, hyphen, and then name. Executing. I will say host name, command, and getting the output. Got it? And the module is command module. Okay. And the command is host name hyphen I. Got it? And then here comes the thing. I'm going to initially save this output as a variable and as a value, and then I'm going to pass this value to the variable. Okay, simple. It is very simple. It is not difficult like Java or Python. So register, this is a parameter. It is not a module. It is a parameter used under command or else shell module. So I'm saying register. I'm giving a name for this particular output command underscore output, and then pass this to a I'm going to pass this to a module called debug. So whatever has been written here, it will debug and it will give us the value. Here also indentation is important. Got it? So I'm giving variable means var, and then it should be command. Give the same file name, output dot std out means standard output underscore lines. So it's simple actually. What I have did is whatever I have saved under this registry, I am going to take this as a variable so that I can get an output. Got it? In the console. So I will end this with triple dot variable command underscore output command underscore output dot std underscore line. So this whatever name you can give, std underscore lines, or else you can give your line also, your name also. So I have given std underscore name so that it can be meaningful. So what I will do, Ansible hyphen playbook, and then playbook name command underscore output, right, underscore output, and then hyphen syntax hyphen check. I'm going to check the syntax. So syntax is looking good. Okay, now I'm going to execute it. So what is the command to execute the playbook? Normal Ansible hyphen playbook, and then we should give the playbook name. Hit enter. So it is doing the same thing. So here you can see the command output, right? Previously, the previous output, we are not able to see the command. We have seen till the. Let me try to that play. Let me try to execute that playbook. You will see the difference. This is the first playbook, right? Command.yaml. It is saying the whatever instruction you have given, it is executed in the slave. But here it is not only executing, it is giving the output. Okay, this is IP address for slave 1, this is IP address for slave 2. We can cross verify. Slave 1 235, slave 2 237. Got it? So why you need this means in certain times, this is kind of example only. You may not be using it to get the output of certain commands. Certain times what you will do means you will execute certain action in the slave node, but at the same time you need that output in your console as well, just to validate yourself. So those times you will be using this particular module called debug, and then you will be using a parameter called register. Using this parameter you will be trapping the output, and then this output will be stored in the variable file called command underscore output dot std out dot line. That is what we have given right here. Got it? So we are tapping the output in this file, and then it has been saved in the variable in this particular variable so that it is getting reflected here. Got it? Any doubt? Clear? Any doubt? Okay, no, right? So similar way we can execute many commands. Let us take an example of some other command as well, and then we can execute one more command so that it will give a clear understanding for you. So this time what we will do means we will execute the same for some other different command. I will, df-h, right? I will say df-h. I need the output for this. I'm saying executing df command, and then let me say, and then we will try to run the playbook. This is a playbook, right? Commands output.yml. I'll hit enter. See, it is giving the space utility of both the servers. So similar way you can create a playbook saying that you should check the space utility in maybe in the list of servers, and then if any one of the particular file system exceeds 80%, you should get an alert, or else you should not get an alert. You should run a playbook only if there is any file system is more than 80% or 90%, only you should get an output like this, or else you should not get an output. You can automate. You understood, right? You can do an automation by yourself for this. Okay, now we have written a playbook for similar thing. Now what we will do means we will try to install Apache. Okay, we will try to install Apache in the server, and then we will write a playbook for it. Okay, I will say uh, web server, web server dot yml. Okay, and then I'm going to start the playbook with triple hyphen and then host. So I'm saying host should be slave one. I'm not giving the complete group name. I'm saying slave one. Do it in slave one only. Become, yes, become as a root. And then I'm saying name, installing web server in slave one. Okay. And then task. Under task, I'm going to execute first task. Indentation is very much important. I'm saying installing Apache, actually Apache 2 in. Actually, it is bit slow. I think I'm facing some internet issue. In voices, okay, is it fine now? So I'm saying installing Apache in slave one. Okay, and then what is a module to install up like any kind of installation in Ubuntu? The module is apt, and then under apt you should specify the package name. Name is Apache 2. Okay, and then state. You should you should you should specify the state. We are saying the state should be latest. Means you install the latest package. Okay, here you should not give colon. It should be equal to. Okay. After that, let us take the second module. That is second task. Second task is starting Apache 2 in slave 1. Okay, and then what is the module to start the service? Module is service module. Service name of the packages, that is the name of the service Apache 2, and then state equal to started. Got it? In similar way, what we are going to do is we are going to install Nginx in slave 2. So I'm saying slave 2 host name, and then become, I'm saying yes, become as a root, and then I'm saying name, installing web server in slave 2. Got it? And then task, the first task is name, installing Nginx in slave 2. After that, the module to install any kind of packages apt, name is Nginx, the status it should be latest. version. Got it? And then we are going to go for the next task. That is starting Nginx in slave 2. Okay. The module name is service module to start the service. So name is Nginx and then status started. So I have told you already. So usually you should not use start or stop. It should be continuous present tense. Started, stopped, restarted. Okay. So what else we have given? So we started with 3 hyphen and then we have specified the host. Here we did not give the host name. Do you remember last time you asked the doubt in last class? You asked how to do like changes in particular host. I don't want to do in all the group, right? So that is what we are doing here. Okay. So usually people will not do for individual server. They will always go for a group. Here I am showing one example. You can do like this only. Also, let us assume if you are having two group like test group, dev group, test group, acceptance group, that is pre-production group and production group. You can go via group wise as well. So since we are having only one group, if you want more group, then we need to install a lot of servers. We need to launch a lot of instances from AWS, right? Just to save the time. So I'm saying this slave one, and then I'm saying become a name. I'm giving some name and task. Under task, this is this is a complete playbook, and this is called as play one, and this is called as play two. Okay. So under task, we are having two tasks. One task is to install Apache. Another task is to start the Apache. Right. Here, one is to Nginx, one is to install Nginx, and another is to start the service in Nginx. Got it? So now we will save this and then we will try to check the syntax. Ansible playbook, and then we will say we will give the playbook name and then syntax X. So hyphen syntax hyphen check. Enter. So it is looking good. We did not get any error. So straight away we will try to execute the command. What is the command to run a playbook? Thermal, tell me. Thermal, Ansible. No, yeah, Ansible command. I have typed Ansible and then no. Tell again Ansible hyphen playbook and then we should give the playbook name. So our playbook name is web server. Okay, give enter. So now it is going to execute. So it is gathering fact. Initially, see it is going to slave one. So it is installing Apache 2 in slave one. So usually to install Apache it will take some time, right? So the same time also it is taking. It is trying to install Apache 2 in slave one. So installation is completed. So it actually installed Apache and started Apache 2 in slave 1 as well. That is also completed. Now it went to second play. This is the first play, right? Now it went to second play. Installing web browser. See, everything is completed. So here also actually it installed Nginx in slave 2 and then it started Nginx in slave 2. And these are the things. Slave 1. So okay. So everything is done. It's looking good. Okay. Now let us check. We are installing it directly, right? So I will take slave 1. Put this IP. Usually Apache will be running in 80, right? Oh, it may not be working because we did not, what to say, security group we should open, right? So for slave one, I will go to security, click here, I will go edit inbound rules, add rules, I will say all traffic, and then save rule. Okay. This actually we did not install Apache in a container. We installed Apache directly in the server. Got it? So I will go here. I'll say colon 80. So you can see web service, right? Similar way, you can check it on slave 2 as well. Nginx will be there. We should do all this kind of security related stuff. So let it be. Anyhow, like you guys know what to do, right? So now what I'm going to do is same playbook. I will cat the playbook server. Just I'm going to copy the complete playbook, copy, and I'm going to say web server remove. Okay, vi. I'm going to paste it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this part. Service start, all this part I'm going to remove. Both the task and both the play, and then I'm going to stay playbook as other than installing. I'm going to say uninstalling. Sometimes this also will like it will also happen, right? You'll get a request to uninstall certain things, remove certain packages due to some security threat. People will be asking from security team, we are getting some issue at with log4j, and then you will try to troubleshoot it, and then you will find it out no more log4j is needed in this 10 servers. So there is no need that you should go to each and every server and remove that particular file. Directly you can do it from Ansible only. You can remove that package. So this is how it will work. So initially I'm giving apt, this is a module to install or remove, or like anything related to package. The module is apt, I'm giving the name, and then I'm saying state equal to absent. Okay, so that it will remove it. Well, wq, let us initially check the syntax, playbook, and then a web server underscore remove hyphen hyphen syntax hyphen check. Okay, give enter. So syntax is looking good. Let me try to execute the playbook. So to execute the playbook, what is the command? Normal command, normal. What is the command? Tell me to execute the playbook. Just tell me what is the command to execute a playbook. So already the command is there in the screen. Can you see what is the command? Hmm? Ansible hyphen playbook and then playbook name. Okay, that is our playbook name. We have created this playbook for remove the um, package, right? So I will give enter. So it is saying uninstalling web servers in slave 1, gathering fact uninstalling Apache 2 in slave 1. Okay, so it is actually it is completing. Play 1 is completed. Now it is with play 2. So all over the command is looking good. Now I will go to the same web server. If I refresh it, what will happen? I will not be able to see the screen because we have uninstalled, right? Got it. So we have written some playbooks to know about the command, and then how to install certain things, right? How to install web servers. And now what I will do is, in similar way, you can do for many things. Okay. Mm, we have another half an hour. So let us do one thing. Okay. Certain times what will happen is that you will you will get an request from your project side. to copy the configuration file. Let us assume now in this particular release there is a configuration file is there for HTML. Okay, for HTTP there is a configuration file and http.conf. This configuration file they have changed certain variables. So this whatever they have made a change is a particular configuration file. It has to be reflected in all the web servers. That is a request. Okay, so they are saying you see this new these are the changes we are going to make in this particular configuration file. So make sure that all the changes should be reflected in all the web servers. Okay, that is point number one. If the file in the web server and the file which you are having, if there is any difference between these two files, they are saying you to take a backup. Okay, this may be looking very simple, but if you are doing it for in a maybe 10 or 15 server, it is going to be a tedious job, right? So we are going to see some playbooks based on day-to-day activity of a system admin, day-to-day activity of a DevOps engineer. Okay, so I will say this playbook as copy underscore backup. So initially let's try copy and then we will try to backup. So copy.yml. So always the playbook start with triple hyphens and then hostess. I'm going to do it in both the host. So I will say prod and then become. I will say become yes, become as a root and then name. I'm saying copying con config config file to all the slave node. Got it? And then I'm saying task. I'm giving the task name is copying syslog in all the slave node. So I'm going to copy this in all the slave node. Okay. So where I'm going to copy? I'm going to copy. I'm going to create a location. Here only I'm going to copy the file. Okay. So let me create a location where in the slave node it should be creating. So this is the module to create a directory. I'm saying file and then destination. What is the destination place? I'm saying slash home slash Ubuntu slash folder. I'm going to log. I'm going to call this as log. Okay. Go to call this log and then owner. I'm going to say owner to be Ubuntu and then group should be also Ubuntu and then I'm going to give the permission as 0755 and then its state. What it is a directory. Directory means a folder, right? So initially I'm creating a folder. Inside this folder I'm going to copy the log or else the configuration file name. So this I will put here, copy paste. I'll say creating directory in all slave nodes. Got it? And then what I will do means I'm going to give the module, copy module. It is used to copy the file. So I'm going to say source from which file we are going to copy. Source equal to, I'm giving the source as var log syslog. We don't know whether there is some file called syslog. Let us check it. Okay. And then destination equal to where this should be copied. It should be copied under this particular location. Copy and then paste this particular location. Okay. And then I'm ending the playbook with 3 dots. So I will let me explain you again what we have did. So initially we have started the playbook and then host name it is prod group and then become yes we are giving sudo privilege and then we are this is the name of the playbook and then initially the first task what I'm doing is I'm going to create a directory in both the slave nodes in this particular location under slash home slash ubuntu. I'm creating a directory called log and I'm giving the ownership as ubuntu, group as ubuntu, and mode means permission. I'm setting the permission as 755 and state means directory, meaning is that I'm saying this is the directory. Okay. Okay, so looks like the spelling is wrong here. So what I will do means I will correct the spelling. Ubuntu. Okay, and then second I'm going to copy the log in this master server which is there in where log syslog. So we are going to copy in this location. So any doubt here, Nirmal, regarding the playbook? It's clear for you. Let us check whether we have a log file there. Where log, it should be there. Then only it can copy, right? We don't have anything called syslog. No, it is there. It is there. Okay, it is there. So what is there inside syslog? System logs are there. Let it be there. It's a big file. Let's keep on running. No, that's not. Okay. We can again go to the Ansible directory. Let us try to check the syntax. Ansible hyphen playbook. And then we will say copy module. Copy hyphen syntax hyphen check. So there is no error. Let me try to run the playbook. So it is gathering the fact. So what is it is happening? Failed. Group road more ch on fail. Failed to look up user Ubuntu. So I have made the same mistake. I have given the username wrongly, right? Ubuntu means UBUNTU. I have given UT. That is the issue. And find out the error, right, Nirmal? Or else can I explain again? What is the error? See, actually, we have given permission error only. It is saying permission error, and then it is saying ch1 means permission error. There we have given the playbook. We have given the owner equal to Ubuntu, right? So it is saying failed to look up user Ubuntu. So Ubuntu, what is the spelling? UBUNTU. So typing, I have given a typo. UBUNUT. It should be TU, right? So that is why it got failed. Got it? So what we will do means we will go to the file, copy file, and then see and then group, yeah, owner equal to Ubuntu, and then group equal to group. It is correct, right? Mode is correct. So everything is okay. Let us run the playbook again. Clear the screen. Run the playbook. It is done. Let us go to the slave. I will go to logs. We have created directory called logs, right? So it should be under this place. Under Ubuntu, it should be there. There is a file called logs, right? Under logs, what should be there? There should be a this there, right? We can see syslog file. So far we have seen how to copy a file or else maybe a log file from one place to all the servers. Here also it will be there definitely. So logs. So what I will do means this log file now, I will say if at all the log file in the master node and the log file. See, we have taken an example of log file. Let us assume this as a config file. Okay. If at all there is the config file in the master node and the config file in the slave node, if they are different. Okay. If they're different, what you will do means please take a backup and then copy the file. I'm going to give that instruction. So I'm going to say, I'm going to go syslog and I'm going to say shift G I. Oh, is it a read only file? Why, man? What is the permission? Is it with root? Okay, why it is with root? We changed it to. Okay, initially it gave some error, right? That is why. Okay, okay. I understood. What happened means, yeah, what happened is that. So it copied the file, okay, from master. So this is what the permission it is fixed in master, right? So if you want to change the permission, we have an option. See, we go here. In Ada command also we have seen the answer file. In file as well, we can give the ownership. This will change. Let us try that. Okay. Let us try to change the ownership. Vi copy module. So again we are saying copy this file and then we are saying owner. So we can copy this whatever it is there. Can copy this owner till here. Let us try whether it is working. Paste. Copy. Paste. So we are saying owner should be Ubuntu, group should be Ubuntu, mode equal to. Let us run this file again. It's giving some error. Failed at splitting argument. Unable to quote destination. Okay. Error appears to be in line number 7 elsewhere. The file depending on the exact sentence problem. So it is saying we should not do like that. It is having some syntax issue. Source destination. Let me check. Understood. So for that, what we should do means we should have a separate module called file module. So under copy module, this is not going to work. Okay. So again, what I will do means I will create name as changing ownership to syslog file, and then I will say module name is file, and then actually what they are given only destination you should give, and it will work. So I'm saying dest destination equal to this is the one copy paste, and then these things should be same. Paste. Okay. File destination is this owner should be Ubuntu, group should be Ubuntu, mode should be different. So all these things yet I did not upload in the port, maybe in the Google Drive. Maybe today I will do it. Okay, don't worry, you will get all these things. So this is the kind of notes you can have whenever you are getting any doubt. You can refer this. Once you got an idea how to write a playbook, and then it is easy. You can refer it and you can actually execute it. Got it? Now I'm going to say Ansible hyphen playbook, and then we are going to say name of the playbook is copy module, and then hyphen syntax hyphen check. Oh, it should work good. Okay, let us execute this. Gathering facts, creating directory. It's done, 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 done. Everything is done. Let us check the permission now. Still, it does not change one. Okay, let it be. We will look into this later. Now, my second thing is that I will go to syslog. I will give sudo syslog, and I will do shift G. Here I will say this is the change made from slave. Okay, I'm going to make this change as of now. I'm going to make this change and save it. In slave one alone, I have made this change. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I will go to master. I'll go to the copy module. Under copy module, what I will do is we have just say actually copied it, right? Now I will say backup equal to yes. Backup equal to yes means if both the files are same, it will not take a backup. If both the files are different, in that case, it is going to take a backup. Got it? So what I will do, then I will try one more thing. I will put everything in a quote and check it whether it will work. WQ, and let us check the syntax first. No, it is not working such a fashion. So this changing ownership, as of now, I will try to comment it out. So till here, what it is going to do is it is going to copy it at the same time. If there is the change in the destination place, it is going to take a backup before changing it. So syntax are looking good. Let us run this one. Got it? Now, if you see LL, you can see a backup, right? Before there was no backup. If you go to slave 2, you cannot see a backup. So here also it is backed up because a change is there. So it is backing up. See why? Because means here we have given a change. Paste. So if you want to take a backup before copying any file, this will be used. Let it run. See why it is backing up means compared to see if you give the date command, now it is 626. Okay, so if I cat the first file by tail -f syslog, if I say here is 625. So in log, the latest changes it is made in something around this time. Okay, in the master node. That is why it is getting backed up. Got it? And then maybe we have some final thing. Nirmal, have you heard about what is cron tab or is cron job? What is cron? Yeah. cron job, it is a scheduler. Okay, if you want to schedule any task or any script to run at a particular time, so cron job is used. Okay, so just to add a new task to the cron job, the command is cron tab hyphen e. If you give, it will actually you will enter a, so it is asking what you want to do, which one you want to use. I want to use a VM editor, so I will give two. So here only you should go and edit. You should give your cron job. Got it? Okay. And then if you want to list out all the present cron tab, okay, the command is cron tab hyphen L. If you give, it will list out all the cron tab. See, no cron tab is there. It is not there. That is why it is not listing out. At the same time, to check, so see, we already have scheduled a cron tab. How will you check whether the cron tab has been run or not? So to check it that out, we have something called syslog. We have something called varlog syslog. So under syslog, so all these cron job related things will be logged in. Okay. So now we are going to write uh, a playbook for cron job. How to automate a cron job. So what I will do means, since we have very less time, I'm not going to write it. Already I have a pre-written cron job for you. So I'm going to take this out. Got it? I will explain you how it is working. So this is not the one. Wait. I will give you all this. Don't worry. Then paste it. I will paste it. I will comment the first line. Okay. So what I'm doing is that I'm going in the host. I'm giving all the host name become equal to yes. Okay. And then I'm saying, hey, this is a different one, man. I copied the wrong one. Just a minute, wait. This is the one I need to copy. Yeah, this is the one. So I will share you this. I have written what is rsync and all those things. It will definitely help you. Okay. I will copy this and paste in the master node. So let us see what it is doing. So I'm saying, okay, initially I'm saying host. I'm going to set up this cron job in the master node. Okay. So I'm giving the localhost. What is the usually the localhost IP 127.0.0.1? It is a localhost IP, or else you can give the public IP of the master node as well. Since it is a localhost, I'm giving this, or else you can type as localhost as well. It will also work. And then become I'm saying yes, and the name I'm giving configuring cron job in remote host task. So task name I'm giving configuring cron job on master node. Master node. Okay. And then I'm saying name of the job is cron. I'm saying name of the job is rsync. We'll take the example of this one. I'm saying name of the job as rsync. So color, which color I can use? Red. Okay. So I will say the name of the cron job as rsync and user should be Ubuntu. And I'm saying it should run every 2 minutes, every hour, every day, every month, every day of the week. And job name is, this is a job name. What I'm saying is that, see, in this particular location there will be a folder called folder 1. So inside the folder 1, whatever file is there, I should copy it to this location for this particular server I have given. Okay, you know rsync command. So rsync, it is a command, it is used to sync whatever file is there in server A, it will try to sync the file. It will not copy. See, in let us assume in file A, in server A, in some file there is 10 lines. In server B there is some file is there, there is only 4 line is there, means it will not copy the entire file. It will be just syncing the existing 6 lines alone. Got it? It will work in such a fashion. So I have given you guys, like what is rsync. I have given you smallly. I have given rsync command, and then I have given what are the option you can give in rsync, so it will help you. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. I'm going to erase this as of now, and then what I'm going to do is public IP of slave 1 I will take. This is the public IP of slave 1, right? 151, and then I will copy here, and then I'm going to copy here. Slave 1, what is the public IP? This is the public IP. Before that, what I'm going to do is the public IP. Now we need a folder called folder 1, right, in both the place. So what I will do is, rather than putting in the playbook, I'm going to do it manually this time. Save this playbook. I'll say mkdir and paste it. I want this one. Similar way, I'm going to do it in slave 2 as well. Okay. So if I do ll, I can see something called folder 1 in slave 1. Here also I can see something called folder 1. Now I will go to folder 1. I will say echo test file 1. Name of the file is file 1. Same way I will create 2 or 3 files. Right? 3 files. Actually, Nirmal, what we are doing is that we are learning two things at the same time. We are learning what is cron tab, how it is working. At the same time, we are learning how to execute the cron tab in using Ansible. Okay, so this particular folder, now we are master. What is the path? This is the path. We are having this 3 files. So I'm giving an instruction to Ansible by a playbook to set a cron job which should run for every 2 minutes. Whatever file is there here, it should be syncing with this place here under folders. Okay. So now in slave one, you are not able to any file because still it has not synced because we have not executed the cron job. So manually also we can do. I have told you how to do, right? Cron tab -e, and then you should give this particular command. That's it. This command you should give. But before that you should give some timings. I will explain you this timing how it is working. I will give you a tips. Something there is called cron guru. You go to cron guru. Let us take an example. You want to run a cron job on daily basis at 1 o'clock in the night time. Okay, so what is the command? This is the one. If I give 1 and then if I give star, it will work. What I will do means I will completely erase everything. What man? So I think from here I will start. First is minute. I will say 0 minute, and then hour. I will say 1 o'clock, and then day. I will say every day, and then month. I will say every month, and then day of the month. I will say every day. So what you are getting at every minute past 1 hour. Okay. So in similar way, what I'm going to do is for our current job, I'm going to say every 2 minutes. So at every 2 minutes. So month also you can specify, week also you can specify. Everything is given there. Maybe you can have a look of this. Something called cron guru. Okay. Just for your validation. Before executing, you should validate it, right? Whether you are doing it correctly. So I will go to Ansible folder. We have something called cron guru, cron job, right? I will localhost every 2 minutes, month, week, and then everything is looking good. Okay. Now let us check the syntax. Ansible hyphen playbook. I'm saying cron hyphen syntax hyphen check. Hit enter. Is it? What error it's giving? Error, we are unable to read the JSON. There are errors we got from each JSON. JSON syntax error while loading YAML. Which place? Starting itself, they are getting some syntax error. Oh, I understood. Where is the error? Let me fix it. Tell me where is the error, Nirmal. Later, I'm sure. The first line itself, it is giving us a clue. No, no. So we don't have time. So let me explain. It is saying error. We are unable to read either a JSON or nor a normal. Sorry, either a JSON nor a YAML. So it is saving this file itself. It is not a YAML file. It is saying. So we have done something wrong. Meaning is that I have given some caption, right? I have given something called Ansible playbook to configure new. You should comment this. Any heading you should comment. Then it will not take it out. That is the main issue. So it has taken that. Now if you hit enter, it will not give any error. Got it? So you can you should actually every playbook should have some kind of wording should be there. So you should hash it out and then you should give so that it will not be taken while running. So you should give the author name, version, everything. So maybe I have some other playbooks as well. In the next class I will show you detailing. Now let's run this playbook. So it is gathering facts. Everything is executed. Now what I will do is that cron tab hyphen e no hyphen l. If I give, it will list out. See, this was not there before, right? Now it has been created. So this will run for every 2 minutes. Let's wait for 2 minutes so that we can get this those files there. So whatever file is here, it will be getting executed here. It will be getting copied. So usually like this kind of rsyncs you will be having. You will not believe in my own project. We are having nearly we will be having 30 to 40,000 files in one node. Okay, so from application team, they will be copying from business end, they will be copying or uploading the file in only one server. Okay, using one common tool is there. From there they will be uploading. This file needs to be reflected in all other web servers, remaining 5 web servers. How you can do it? It's not possible to do manually, right? 40 50,000 files. Since it is 2 or 3 files, you maybe it may be looking very why we want to do all these things. It may be looking like that for you, right? But if it is a huge volume, it's not possible for an human to run it manually. So in that case, this is the only solution to do it. Okay, so rsync, it will check the file. So whichever is not there only, it will actually syncing the file. It will not copy the file, it will sync the file. So this is a very powerful command on sync. Got it? So I will do tail hyphen f, where you should check it here. As an engineer, they will tell you we did not receive file today. Some data team will tell to you we did not receive some file today. ETL job has run. It looks like we did not receive the file. Can you please check the status of the cron job? Then you should go here. You should go to here. Usually in some in my place in my project, they have set up the cron log location as where log cron. But here it is a default thing called syslogs. We can even change it in configuration files are there. Cron job configuration file. There we can go and change it. We can change the log location, but I have not changed. I have kept it as default. Hit enter. So see, it has run. You can see here, right? Under 640 time, actually it got executed. So let us go to slave one ll. You can see the file, right? Are you able to see the file, Nirmal? No, you didn't see. I mean slave one. You can see the file now, right? So similar way I will do. I again to check it out. I will go to folder one. Now I will what I will do means I will create a file, new file. I want to create a new file. I will call it as file 4. Enter. Then see the log. You should keep on look the log. See the log. So it at last it ran at 6:42. Now it should run by 6:44, right? 2 minutes gap. So what is the time now? 6:43. We have another 1 minute. Another 1 minute. If you give tail F, it will be showing the latest addition in the log. So when people are doing troubleshooting in real-time environment, they will be using this command only. Just wait for a minute. So any other doubt, Nirmal? Hmm. Yeah, this is master only, right? Why you want to do that? That also it's possible. It can be done. You want to set up. See, it has run. Can see here, right? 6:44 as I told. If you do LL in the now I'm in slave. Have a look here. Okay. If I do LL, I can see a file called slave 4. It has copied in. Stamp. It will not even change the timestamp because the file is created in the master in 642. That is why it's showing 642. Got it?